So the further that we hike in this direction, we're actually moving through the geologic layers and getting closer to the most recent ones. So all of this rock is kind of tilted this way, and so we started hiking back this way where that uplift was really high and we saw those really high shelves. So the layer that we were at was really old, but now as we've hiked into this canyon, kind of met the slope of that uplift, and now we're starting to see some of this layer here is actually the top layer of those cliffs that I was at the beginning. We've got this lone spire hoodoo type formation here. Water is obviously the driving force of most of these formations. Water and wind, but water causes erosion. And depending on the makeup of the soil, it's either easily eroded or not. And the difference of how erodible those rock layers are is why we get really cool formations in this stone. This spire here is most likely capped by a less erosive layer, while everything around it has eroded down. And so now you get this just tower left. And you see some of the water's carving out in this layer of rock, so eventually this will most likely fall and be washed away. And for that same reason, I will not be climbing back into there because some of this looks pretty fragile and I don't want it falling on me. So I was gonna touch on the geology a little bit more back towards the start where there's that really tall wall of rock, just because you can see the layers there really well. But this more crumbly, big, round boulder layer that we've hiked to, which was originally at the top of that wall and now it's level with where we're at. This is ash flow tuff, which is where a bunch of volcanic ash and boulders were deposited here and cooled and formed this layer. Most of the layers here are volcanic, with some interlying just sedimentary beds from rivers and lakes and whatnot in between volcanic eruptions.